Proteins in blood clotting, how your body stops bleeding every time you get a cut. Your body performs a life-saving miracle. Within seconds, dozens of proteins leap into action to stop bleeding and protect you from infection. Today, we're unraveling the fascinating science of proteins in blood clotting, the orchestra that keeps us alive. Segment 1. Why blood clotting matters. Imagine if your body couldn't stop bleeding, even a paper cut could be life-threatening. That's what happens in disorders like hemophilia. Blood clotting, or coagulation, is a finely tuned defense system designed to 1. Stop blood loss after injury. 2. Seal the wound to prevent infections. 3. Initiate healing for tissue repair. Segment 2. The players, coagulation proteins. At the heart of this process are clotting proteins, also known as coagulation factors. They circulate in the blood in an inactive form, waiting for a signal. The key clotting proteins include 1. Fibrinogen, factor I, the raw material that forms fibrin threads. 2. Prothrombin, factor II, converted into thrombin, the enzyme that drives clot formation. 3. Tissue factor, factor III, triggers clotting when blood contacts damaged tissue. 4. Factor VII, X, part of the cascade that amplifies the clotting signal. 5. Factor VIII, often missing in hemophilia A. 6. Factor XIII, stabilizes and cross-links the fibrin mesh. Each factor is named in Roman numerals, and together they form what scientists call the coagulation cascade. Segment 3. The coagulation cascade. Think of the clotting process like a row of dominoes. Once the first one falls, a chain reaction begins, leading to the final goal, a strong, stable clot. 2 main pathways. 1. Intrinsic pathway, triggered by damage inside blood vessels, involves factors 12, 11, X, and 8. 2. Extrinsic pathway, triggered by tissue injury outside vessels, involves tissue factor and factor VII. 3. Both converge at the common pathway, where factor X activates thrombin, which then turns fibrinogen into fibrin threads. This fibrin mesh is the actual blood clot, sealing the wound. Segment 4. Platelets and proteins team up. Proteins don't work alone. Platelets, tiny cell fragments, are the first responders. They stick to the wound, release signals, and provide a surface for clotting proteins to assemble. Platelets equals the bricks, fibrin threads equals the cement. Together, they form a plug that stops bleeding. Segment 5. Regulation, balancing. Clotting and bleeding. Clotting must be carefully controlled. Too little equals dangerous bleeding. Too much equals dangerous clots like deep vein thrombosis, DVT, heart attack, or stroke. Natural anticoagulant proteins keep balance. 1. Antithrombin, neutralizes excess thrombin. 2. Protein C and protein S, deactivate clotting factors. 3. Plasmin, breaks down fibrin once healing is complete. Segment 6. Disorders of clotting proteins. When clotting proteins don't work properly, serious diseases emerge. Examples. 1. Hemophilia A, missing factor VIII. 2. Hemophilia B, missing factor X. 3. Von Willebrand disease, faulty von Willebrand factor, affecting platelet binding. 4. Vitamin K deficiency, impacts synthesis of clotting factors 2, 7, XX. 5. Liver disease, since most clotting factors are made in the liver, damage impairs clotting. Segment 7. Medical advances. Medicine has made huge progress in treating clotting disorders. Current therapies include 1. Factor replacement therapy for hemophilia. 2. Vitamin K injections for deficiencies. 3. Anticoagulants, like warfarin, heparin, DOACs, to prevent unwanted clots. 4. Gene therapy, experimental treatments to correct defective clotting genes. The dream is a world where genetic fixes make bleeding disorders a thing of the past. So the next time you get a cut, remember, behind the scenes, a spectacular army of proteins and platelets is racing into action to save your life. Blood clotting is a masterpiece of biology, one we're only beginning to fully understand. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of human biology.